Wow, it seems like an eternity since I was here. It's just been life and there's been nothing wrong at all. In fact, you could say it's been completely the opposite way. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Look who is here.
Hi everyone, how are you? I'm having a great time at Judy's house.
So, let me just come round. We are here and it is Coronation Central in this house at the moment. There has been some sewing, which we will show you in a minute. There's been a lot of chat and there's been some really exciting things going on. I'm currently desperately trying to find out what the theme for Friday Sews is today and I haven't been able to find it. So I shall come up with that before I edit the vlog later today or in the early hours of tomorrow morning. But we're about to have dinner.
Yes, we are.
And then we are going to have to go back to the supermarket because there's a coronation tomorrow and we haven't quite got everything we need. And there's 2 dogs that need walking. So we will take you to Waitrose and to the racecourse with our Wellingtons on because it's suddenly gone very wet here. The flag I put outside for the coronation has sort of turned in on itself. Let's show you what's for dinner. What have we been making, Lorianne?
Oh,
Lorianne
yes.
has been creating.
This evening's meal is a lovely boneless chicken breast with a sour cream and stone ground mustard sauce on it, along with a lovely salad and some squash.
Nicely displayed on my brother's chopping board, I have to
Yes,
say.
that's true.
Yes. And that's it. And we've got one dog who is desperate for something. So I think what I'm going to do is just quickly feed the girls and then they can all go out with us and we can probably walk them after the supermarket. This is the journey of an American lady looking at English supermarkets. Well, I would like to remind everybody that my tagline for my channel is Running Sewing Life. The running might be a bit slow, but this is life. We are going to throw a right royal party. Other slogans might be available. Here we go, look at that. It might be a right royal party, it certainly will be. Rumour has it that Stitched Up is coming, along with Mr. Stitched Up. So, go grab a trolley. Lorianne's gone in. She's rather taken with the self-scanners, aren't you, Lorianne?
Yes, very amazing.
So yes, self-scanners. Oh, we've got bedding planks. Off we go. Let's get a self-scanner. Carrying on with Friday night shopping with an American lady in York. And we have brought her to the thrift store. Now, there are various thrift stores on this shop. We've got Home Bargains. But in total recognition of the Yorkshire Sew Girl, Rowan, I brought her to the Holy Grail, B&M Bargains. In she goes. In she goes. What is she going to buy in B&M Bargains? I asked myself. Oh, she's off. I can't keep up with her. Oh, there's other shop. Oh, she's getting a basket. It's always a good start.
Taking the plastic.
You got a message for Rowan?
It can be done, Rowan. One purchase at B&M Bargain.
What did we go in for, Lorianne?
$2, no, £2.50.
Yeah, but what did we go in for?
This.
Plastic boxes.
And that's it. We
That's
came
it.
out with plastic boxes.
It's a racecourse before. Poppy, down. Welcome to my world, Lorianne.
Yeah.
Coronation Diaries, 9:30, the night before the coronation. Let the prep commence. Lorianne is on cooking a frozen chicken in the Instant Pot. Now the Instant Pot, we will put the Amazon link in the description box below. It is the most amazing device. It does pressure cooking and sauteing. So you can pressure cook, you can slow cook, and you can saute in it. But you can also do things like rice and porridge and make yogurt in it and steam things in it.
Yeah,
but it's amazing.
Yeah,
it does absolutely everything. So we've got a chicken and we need it for coronation chicken. So Lorianne is going to do it in the instant pot.
Yay!
And let me take you over to the other side of the kitchen. Over we go, over we go, over we go. So I'm going to take you over here. So over here we have chef's privilege, first glass of wine for 10 days. Go Jay. So we have the plate, and on this plate we are going to put on the coronation quiche. So this is the official meal that has been devised by His Majesty the King. And as I say that, guess what I've left in the car? Block of cheese. Website says you can make these into crowns by... Oh, that's how she's done it. She says snip the crowns into it. Lorianne's getting the serviettes out, and we've got a rather outlandish cardboard coach here. Meant to be a replica of the gold coach that they'll travel back from the Abbey in tomorrow. And a rather beautiful little crown, which is actually the Imperial State crown. Are you going to crown yourself, Lorianne?
Is this sacrilegious? I think you should.
No, I'm not going to crown myself. I'm not going to crown myself. So Lorianne's going to put out some of the serviettes, and possibly we're going to get out some china.
What is
3
this?
chairs. Those are biscuits,
Ooh,
cookies.
Yeah.
We'll leave them hidden, locked down till tomorrow. And we've got bunting over there. And tomorrow we'll have my daughter and her husband, my son and his wife, and Mr. and Mrs. Stitched Up. Right, we're tired, aren't we?
Yeah, it's been a day.
It's been a day and a bit, so we just put some little footage just here. It's going to block me out. Just a few scoots around. But we've come on today because I thought that we wouldn't get any post today, but we have. Who else got a coronation pink box? So I'm going to try and do a very quick unboxing, and I'm going to ask Lorianne to hold the camera. Are we ready?
Great idea. We are
Okay,
ready.
3. This is, as we say, this is a live unboxing. I haven't seen inside it. Neither's Lorianne. Are you ready? Box 16. And as usual, you've got your card with your barcode on, linking to your vlog from Andrea, telling you her ideas on the fabric. Now, the first thing I'm seeing here are some sparkles on the tissue paper, and on this side, pattern options. I'm loving the way that she's doing this, Lorianne. Are we ready? Everything's slid down in it. You've got white tissue paper, white sparkling. Oh, what have we got here? Well, we've got a slightly larger reel of cotton. We've got a 250mm.
Lovely.
And we have here Think Pink subscription box number 15 and I. So here's the card. If plan A didn't work, the alphabet has 25 more options. So we've got here, what have we got here? We have got some Irish chocolates. We've got white chocolates, cookie and cream, honeycomb mix.
Those sound fabulous.
And we've got some plastic snaps from Hemline. Interesting. And then we have got a rather beautiful. Now, I have gone quiet because I think it's going to be one of those fabrics that I'm going to think about for a while. To me, it looks a little animal printy. What do you think, Lorianne?
I think so too. That's the first thing I thought when I saw it.
It's
But it's
animal
not
printy.
necessarily animal print, but it's very...
And I think it's from the same
Looks like it.
company. It's certainly got the most gorgeous, lovely fluid feel to it, doesn't it? Yes,
Yes.
fabrics for your creativity. Now, I'm pretty certain this is the company that Andrea was telling me about. It's the, I think they're German. Beautiful quality viscoses. And it does have, it's not, like, you know, like some viscoses can be very, very slidey and they sort of slip everywhere. This has got a little bit more of a cotton lawn feel to it.
Oh, nice.
It's again, it's not a fabric that I would have necessarily chosen. But like all the other fabrics that you get in these fabric boxes, it's going to push me out of my comfort zone to think of something to make with that.
Yay.
So I'm going to put these beautiful things back in here. And with fabric subscription boxes, you aren't always going to get a fabric that you think you like straight away. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking, actually, this is going to look fantastic on me. So now Lorianne is looking at it. What do you make of it, Lorianne?
Oh, 2.5 meters of viscose fabric.
I'm thinking fringe dress.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Because we know that the fringe dress takes roughly 2.5 yards.
Yeah.
And it is such a lovely fabric. And when you hold it up, it's got that lovely drape to it. Mm-hmm. And it moves.
It does.
So, I'm sorry guys, if you haven't got the yellowy option, it ain't for swapping this time, because that, to me, says all. Just open the chocolate up. And it might be too nice to eat. It's got a bee on it. Look. It's the living room. Everything is away. You wouldn't believe that, well, maybe 2.5 hours ago the living room was full and the television was going. But anyhow, this is one of the things I've been sewing this week. I have made another strip of the beautiful Lewis and Irene bunting. This is their Coronation bunting, and I will show you the Jubilee again in a minute. Here is the central flag, so you've got the king on one side and the queen. And then this is the Jubilee bunting, and I popped it up because I didn't want to forget Queenie. And there she is in her coach. So we've taken down this lovely bunting which I made for the Jubilee, which I had outside. Looking to see what we've been doing sewing-wise this week, Lorianne. It seems that we've had such a ridiculously hectic week. But the big thing I've been sewing, and it goes on from last weekend, and I had to try to video these for you. And these are the trial centerpieces for my Coronation quilt. And I'm going to leave them up here as I talk to you about them. So let me just pull this one out. There we go. Traditionally, it's done on white with blue and red. This is how the logo has been displayed in a lot of situations. So this was one that I tried. I thought it'd be quite nice to have it purple on gold. And then I ran out of this purple, so I had to change to a different purple. At this point, I realised I'd actually put the logos the wrong way round, and that the piece of fabric needed to be on the diagonal. You see here in the middle that actually it needs to be on the diagonal. So I had to do another one. And here it is, and I absolutely love it. Now Hannah and I nearly gave up the will to live. We discovered what to do to make it fly after we'd done the crown in the middle. So that is what I've been sewing. So tomorrow we're off to Sew Toon, and I am going to be making my Coronation quilt. That's what I'm going to be doing there, and we will take you along to Sew Toon. So Lorianne, what have you been sewing?
Well, first of all, I was very privileged to sew on the bunting. So I feel very British at the moment. It's very cool.
You made the triangles, didn't you?
Yes.
You did the triangles.
I did the triangles. Okay, so this pattern right here is for a quilt of valor for a British man who happens to be living in the United States.
Lorianne, just for those people that don't know what Quilts of Valor is.
Oh, that's right. Quilts of Valor is an organization that is formed to honor our soldiers, our veterans that have been touched by war. We honor them by making quilts for them, wrapping them around their shoulders, saying a little speech about how much we appreciate their service, and it's embroidered with their name on the quilt.
Lovely.
Right.
So this one is a special one.
It is.
You're going to love the story of this one. This is really special because this has got somebody else's work in it as well, not just Lorianne's. And another quilter, it's got somebody extra special.
So I went online and found some British fabric that I ordered from Etsy.
Very similar to this one, I do believe.
Yes.
It's very similar. It is very similar. It might be the same.
Yes. So the red with the crowns will be inserted where the red, white, and red is, the stripes. The outside flying geese units are blue and white, as you can see.
That's all the Lewis and Irene.
Lewis and Irene.
I'll put the Lewis and Irene website link in the description box. You can still pick up the coronation fabric if you wanted any for your stash.
Okay.
And if you contact Bugweeds, I'll put their Facebook in. Obviously, as you all know, I get my fabric from Bugweeds and they stock Lewis and Irene too.
Then my husband and I were brainstorming about what else we could do for the center of these blocks. And my husband printed Royal Navy insignia. This is current. And this was from, I believe, 1912. That used to be the Royal Navy insignia. And so this will be in the center of the big blocks. Is that exciting or what?
So exciting. Yeah. So that's what you're doing. Now, anything else that you might be cutting out tomorrow at Sew Tune?
Why, yes, there is. I will be cutting out the Eve dress by Sew Over It.
Do you want to get the fabric?
I do.
As you'd have seen earlier, we did have a house load and it did include Mr. and Mrs. Stitched Up. And Mrs. Stitched Up came armed
with this lovely fabric. Thank you again, Rachel, for bringing this fabric for me. It will make a lovely Eve dress. I'm just sure of it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? We don't know what make it is, and it was out of Rachel's stash, which makes it extra special.
That's very true.
We always say that a sewing gift from your sewing room means so much more.
It does.
Well, you're dressed in that. We're going to say good night for now. We've had a wonderful coronation day. I want to take my girls out for a walk, and it looks like the rain stopped, so I'm going to put this down. I'm going to bolt out. Okay. Because we've got a very, very grumpy dog. And we'll see you all later. We'll see you after Sew Tune. Bye-bye.